It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Broncos and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the buildup is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17. That's not the case.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from SoFi. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
To say he found a pretty good rhythm last week, I think, Mike, is a little bit of an understatement. I mean, he single-handedly accounted for 30 points after throwing for 5 touchdowns in last week's win. He had a couple of interceptions, and those are obviously concerning, but it's a little bit easier to live with the picks when you can get that sort of production out of your passing game. Look for him to keep slinging the rock all over the field, cut down on the turnovers. He can do that. He expects to lead his team to another victory in this one.
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Tight end going in motion here. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. You have a tight end motioning left here. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
They've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback, a day 3 pick in the draft this past April.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Now an opening past the 30. The Chargers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. This one complete right side. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the kick.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came He's unblocked, and he's able to get home. Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Open man, left side, he's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Gibbs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Chargers out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Third and long. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Michael Dixon now. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Third down, 3 to go. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They hand it to Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Quick hitting slant there. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A throw on the move is caught.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So on 4th down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back set to go once more. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They put a receiver in motion to the left. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Off he goes.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Tight end going in motion here. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Back to the air one more time. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll look to throw again. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers will take a 14-6 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And nothing will come of this last pitch attempt at some points. Time runs out in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And this is a 4-point game as they've gone to the locker rooms for halftime. The Chiefs trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Cards seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And
apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Quick throw, taken in, and that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a 1st down.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. Stop on 4th and goal.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now a give on the ground. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The nice thing about these crossing routes, Mike, is it doesn't stress your protection. It's a very easy, high-percentage completion for the quarterback, and when done right, you can get the ball into the hands of your receiver in open space with a lot of room to run after the catch.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, LA.
if you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers extend it to a 21-6 advantage. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense, and I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
On second down, they run the counter. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves third and short. They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Putting the tight end in motion. To the right side here, pass is caught. And will mark him down up beyond the 30.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem. And plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6 at the 49-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Tight end going in motion here. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to the air one more time. He's got it at the 7, and he's in. Touchdown, Chargers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now a run on first down. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll drop to throw. Taken in by Gesicki. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
It's first down, and they'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring their tight end right. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
This one complete to Palmer. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. They send the tight end in motion. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go with a counter on first down. And a short pickup here, brought down just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he will score! Touchdown, Los Angeles. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Chargers offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now we'll try to finish up strong. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.